Hello, today I'm going to be ranking all the magic weapons in Terraria. I will also be marking them just not based on how good they are, but sort of obtainability and sort of just ease of use eh, from my experience. I have tried my best to put them in order of obtainability. Obviously, Demon Scythe, for example, you can get straight away into the game technically, but reality is you're probably not going to get it until maybe around Skeletron or after Skeletron. So I put it further down. Starting off with Wand of Sparking, I think it's great early game, pretty easy to get by chance. It's just like a decent weapon, but in terms of, if you had a wooden boomerang, for example, you'd probably use that over Wand of Sparking. Maybe use this once just to inflict the fire debuff. Frost version, crafted with 99 ice torches. You're not really going to craft this, not really worth crafting. I'm going to put it a little bit lower, even though it is technically better. Once again, just like in terms of obtainability, it's not hard to obtain, but you do maybe have to go out of your way a little bit to get it, so not very worth. In terms of all the staffs, I think pretty much not worth crafting for the most part. The only exceptions may be the diamond and the ruby crystal. I think they're okay for early game, but the rest of the staffs not very worth. The Zappa probably not too bad. Found in the underground desert. I think it's probably better actually, and it's not as hard to obtain. So definitely a good early game mage weapon. Crimson, I can't complain with Crimson Rod. Just pops down the rain, and you just switch to another weapon. So it's definitely worth just having, and it's really easy to get. Pretty much a one of the guaranteed drops from Crimson Hearts. Valthorn, I actually think Valthorn low A tier for Valthorn, because early game being able to pierce through walls and the fact that it has unlimited piercing is actually just a huge bonus, especially Corruption World, Eater of Worlds, great weapon to use if you're fighting it underground. Space Gun after the evil boss, so Brain of Cthulhu or Eater of Worlds, get Meteorite Land. Really easy to just mine the Meteorite, get the Meteorite armor. In terms of early game, maybe just A tier. The fact that it doesn't require mana, and early game you need mana potions. Oh, sorry, there aren't good mana potions early game. The fact that this doesn't give you mana sickness is a huge bonus. B gun, very solid. Not sure if it doesn't. As much as I love this weapon, it doesn't get much use. It has a very short window. By the time you get this, you're probably just going to go straight to Skeletron and just get, better weapons for the most part. Could be decent for Wall of Flesh. I'll put it high B tier. I'm tossing up between A and B tier for B gun. Cursed Skull, great homing, does require a lot of mana, and it is like obtainability wise, it's sort of like luck dependent. You're not really going to kill Skeletron multiple times just to get this weapon. I'm going to put it at a low B tier. Water Bolt used to be really good because you could just walk into the dungeon and there was a chance to get it before you even killed Skeletron. But the fact you have to kill Skeletron now, and you kill Skeletron, you're going to get access to Magic Missile and Aqua Scepter. Not much of a window for Water Bolt because Aqua Scepter is sort of just more convenient to use, generally speaking. There are some situations where it's good. So I'm going to put it in a B tier, just above the Zapper there. But still great pierce, given the right situation, and it's very easy to obtain. Magic Missile, don't really think it's worth using. You can only hit once or twice. It's not auto cast. Good situational once again, but don't think it's very good. Aqua Scepter is amazing, definitely an A tier. Probably even high A tier because this can carry you from Skeletron all the way to hard mode with just great piercing. It's just generally good use. Wall of Flesh could even be good use for Wall of Flesh for its pierce through the Hungries. We got the weather. I haven't really used this actually because it's Old One's army. From what I gather, it's kind of niche. And the fact that you have to do Old One's army early game, out of your way to do it, I'm gonna actually. It's like a decent weapon, just the obtainability wise. I'm probably gonna put it low C tier actually. Demon Scythe, one of my favorite weapons. Unfortunately, annoying to obtain if you're doing a quick playthrough. If you are taking your time, chances are you might get one of these, so it's not too bad. But it is a great weapon. Otherwise, a little bit slow when you're casting though. But I'm probably low A tier actually. Flame Lash, I might actually put this. Do I give it S tier? I'm not sure if I can put it in S tier. It's a low S tier or high A tier in my opinion, just for the fact that it's easier to obtain, just a shadow chest, guaranteed to get one. Homing, I think it hits 3 times now. You just spam click, great damage. Does struggle with crowds of enemies, so struggles against Wall of Flesh and like any armies you have. But general use, great, lights up the area. So A tier. I might just keep it in A tier for now. Flower, not as good homing, but great damage. Same, really easy to attain. I'm gonna pop it right here in A tier, I think. Actually, might be a bit lower. Put down here. Zappa. This one, not very good. Random chance by Traveling Merchant. Probably just gonna put it down in the C tier. Yeah, even if like by the time you can buy it, chances are you're not going to use it really. This is Space Guns is generally better in terms of fire rate, and you have Meteorite armor, it just gets outclassed. Early hard mode, just by chance, this gun, I think just Flame Lash does better, so don't see why you would use this item. I'm gonna just pop it C tier here, not very good. Ice Rod, super easy to get, does lots of damage, great for early hard mode. You can build blocks. I'm gonna pop it here. I might even put S tier. I might even do Aquaceptor S tier just because I want to put at least one mage weapon pre-hard mode into the S tier. If I was to do that, I'd probably do one of these two. There you go. Sky Fracture, pretty easy to craft, does lots of damage. Solid A tier, put a low A tier. Nimbus Rod, I think this is underrated, high A tier. It's a little bit hard to get, but you know, chances are you're just gonna run into it. The drop chance isn't even that low. I think it's like 8%. The fact that you can put 2 of these out as well, and they last quite a while. They do decent damage. You just pop them out. It's a great secondary to have. Not sure why you wouldn't use this if you just happen to get it. Yeah, even if it's raining, go out of your way to get it. So put it there. Meteor Staff, great for Destroyer. Pretty easy to get, lots of damage. Can't be used underground though. I'm going to pop it high B tier. Also chews through a lot of mana, so a lot of mana sickness with this, unfortunately. So I personally haven't used this one too much. I've heard good things. I tried to use it a little bit, wasn't going well with me, so I would probably put it here. It is through fishing as well, so it's like not the easiest thing to get. It depends if you're someone that fishes or not, but I'm not sure if it's worth going out of your way for. Val Staff, just not really going to use this in most situations. Going to put it in D tier. Just there are better options. The only positive being that the fact it goes through walls and it has decent range for that, probably put in C. Life Drain, good for lifesteal, but reality is you're not gonna use this as an actual weapon. It's very situational. If you can get in a situation where you can sort of just lifesteal to get your health back, just okay, like as a backup weapon sometimes, but didn't really find much use for it. So I'm probably put it in CT here. I forgot what this is called, but it's the Blood Moon shard thing. This Also, the fact that it just does damage straight from where your cursor is does require blocks, so if you're fighting bosses, it's actually not that good to memory. Uh, so I'm probably going to put it low C tier. It's just, I tried using it once, wasn't working for me really. It was good for caves and exploration, but progression-wise, not the best. Venom stuff, the classic. Oh, this isn't Venom. This is the poison stuff. Pretty easy if you want to farm it. Does decent damage, or mediocre damage. Uses quite a bit of mana. Just goes into a solid C tier. Pop it here. Klinger stuff. I get that this is a AFK weapon, but the fact that it puts up a very thin wall, most things just walk through it and get maybe 1 tick of damage, 2 ticks of damage. They do get set on fire. Can be good situational. I've never tried it on Destroyer, but I'm assuming it would be okay on Destroyer. For that reason, I'm gonna put it in CT here. But otherwise, not really worth in my opinion. Frost stuff, Frost Mimic, good damage, good rate of fire. Overall decent weapon, good for early hard mode. Not much of a window that you use it though. You sort of just use it and then you move on. Put it low B tier. Might even just put it there. Magic Dagger, really easy to get. Chances are you just get one by randomly exploring. Really fast. Now that it's auto swing as well, really fast rate, good damage. It has some pierce as well. Bit awkward to use for bosses, so I'm just going to put it down a little bit. But otherwise, general use, great. So I'm going to put it B tier. Magic Flower, basically the same as. I'll go C tier. Frost Mimic. You're not going to really use it. By hard mode, you got better options. The fact that it bounces is not very reliable when on the surface. Medusa's Head, unfortunately, just as much as I wanna love it, it's just not good. It doesn't even really debuff enemies, not that I'm aware of. Last time I used it, it didn't. Hard to get because Medusas are rare. Yeah. Spirit Flame, not too bad to craft. If the enemies are running into you, then it's good, but it is awkward to use. Decent for some bosses. General use, not very good, so I'm going to put that in C tier. Hextall. I love to think that Hextall is good, but when I seem to use it, it just seems a bit awkward. I was thinking it should be A, but the fact that you have to do hard mode Goblin's Army as well, not many people do that, and it's just by chance. And it's just a pain to deal with sometimes. If you do get this by chance, definitely worth using, but I wouldn't really go out of my way, so low B tier. Golden Shower. Sorry, I think that's just personal bias. Pretty easy to craft, to get the materials, the pierce, the debuff, the control. Just great for bosses. Shreds Destroyer. Good for the probes as well. Yeah. Crystal Storm, similar. Not as crazy, so I'm just going to give it an A tier here. And Curse Flame, I'm just going to give it B tier. I usually play Crimson, so I actually haven't done the. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I usually don't get this one, the Cursed Flame one, very often. I didn't even know this was an item. I had to go out of my way and actually try it. It's a rare drop from killing the princess. Some Harmony Rod of Harmony or something. It's kind of hard to get out of your way. It's okay to use because it summons on cursor pretty much, which is really cool. So situational gives it that bonus, but the fact that it's kind of weird to get and not going to actually be used for many bosses, I'm going to give it a high C tier, but it is good for general use. Unholy Trident does high 1 damage, but not very reliable in terms of like consistent damage output. Not the most satisfying to use as well. It's quite a thin line, it's easy to miss in high battle, like Twins and Skeletron. You wouldn't use this weapon. Magikarp, not Magikarp, but Magikarp. I'd probably give this a C tier as well. Pretty easy to get. Nice Pierce. You can change this. I'll give it B. It's also got infinite Pierce, but I just tend to find other magic weapons can do a better job. We got Rainbow Rod, probably A or an S. If Flame Lash is a S, Magic Rod should also be an S, but I just put Flame Rod because Flame Lash because I wanted one pretty hard mode item in there, so I popped that there. Otherwise, we got the Magic Rod. You can get it straight after Twins. Great for Skeletron. Pretty much carries till Plantera, and then once you kill Plantera, you get access to the dungeon weapons. But I'd say this can carry for quite a while. Has high damage, homing, so S tier. I might even put it higher than that. Yeah. In fact, that should probably be last. Yeah. We got the Tome Old One's Army. This one kind of satisfying to use. Bit hard to hit things as well because it's a thin line. Maybe that's a skill issue. But I'll put it kind of annoying to get, not gonna lie. So put it mid B tier. Waspgun, great, just by chance on Plantera. It's A tier, just a standard great weapon, can't complain. Homing, low mana cost, rapid fire. Nettle Burst, piercing ones, not gonna really use it, low C tier. Venom, same thing, you can craft it easily enough, but by this point of the game, I don't think no one really uses it anymore. Orange Zaffinator, E tier, kind of has a potential use in terms of high damage output, but kind of the slow rate of fire, DPS is low, rare chance by traveling, well not rare chance, but traveling merchant items, so not sure if it's worth even really buying. Yeah. Rainbow Gun, unfortunately I just think this is also E tier. It's just you throw it out, only lasts I think 30 seconds. Damage is mediocre. As much as I think it's, good to like throw out the damage because it's a secondary weapon, you just equip it, shoot it, and then switch back. It just feels clunky, doesn't work, distracts you when you do it. It's like not worth the damage, unless if you're really trying a specific challenge. Leaf Blower is like pretty easy to get, solid, really fast rate of fire. Probably put it, I think here is good. Gets outclassed pretty quickly by the demon stuff there. Now, Magic Sphere. I actually think this is just here. Pretty easy to get, quite a common drop in the dungeon. It also bounces now if you didn't know. So if you throw it and it hits a wall, it actually bounces back. Before, if it hit a wall, it would disappear. But now it bounces off the wall, so you can just kind of like throw it between two walls in the dungeon. Or not, you don't have to be afraid if it hits a wall. You just kind of cast it out, does lots of damage, and it lasts I think a good 10 seconds. And follows you. It works really well with Spectre Armor as well. Shadow Beam stuff, really easy to get, lots of damage, good pierce, high A tier. Inferno Fork, B tier. I just noticed the time, so I'm just gonna knock through these Spectre stuff. Pretty same B tier. I think these two are pretty on par. Magic Flask, Toxic Flask, E tier. Bat Scepter, kind of annoying. Pumpkin Moon, you have to grind it a bit, but it's a great weapon. Almost S tier, let's do high A tier. We have Razorpine, one of the OG, one of my favorites. I think Razorpine might have to be even higher. Blizzard stuff, same. Just put it here. I just realized this point in the game with Mage is just very, very strong. All these weapons, Mage is the strongest just after Plantera, and then I would say Tank becomes stronger again after Golem and leading up to Moonlord. But I mean, even Mage is really strong leading up to Moonlord. But the Moonlord fight itself, Mage can struggle a little bit in terms of the fact that it loses the healing set for Spectre Armor because of the leech from Moonlord. This one, E, yeah, not going to use it. Even, yeah, E tier, Heat Ray, E tier. By this time you have all these weapons. No real reason to use this. I mean, I'll give it a bit more respect. I'll give it C tier. Maybe a little bit, but you can get Charge Blaster Cannon very soon after. So, you know, that's going to outscale this. Charge Blaster Cannon is going to be like a B tier. It can, I think some people will give more credit, but to me it's B tier. Laser Machine Gun, I think it's, yeah, low S tier, maybe A. Razor Blade, I mean, everyone knows Razor Blade's S. Back when it used to cast 2 Razor Blades for some reason was ridiculous. Now they've actually nerfed it. I'm going to lower it a little bit just because its damage for single target does struggle a little bit. So, but otherwise, you know, still definitely S tier. Bubblegun, let's pop it in here, I think. I wouldn't say Bubblegun is better than, yeah, I'll go there. Nightglow is it? Empress of Light Drop. Let's pop this. I'll pop this here, I think. A tier. Stellar Tune. It's a fun weapon. Rare drop though. Put it low A tier just because of the red drop, but otherwise very good. Betsy's Wrath. I personally don't see the appeal of this weapon. Decent damage if you're standing right in front of you, but it just drops off. So I'm actually going to put it high C tier. Just pop it here. And it's, you have to farm Betsy a little bit to get it. Nebula Arcanum here. Nebula Blaze is high A. I wouldn't just go as far. Nah, yeah, I would probably go high. I wouldn't give it S. High A for Luna. I think this gets, people don't like this because you actually got to focus on where your cursor is, but if you do, it does almost as much damage as Last Prism. The fact that it can also pierce through blocks is actually really good. It's just more specific focus. And of course, Last Prism, just going to pop it there as it's just the best all around. You can't complain at all with Last Prism. That's my tier list. I'm going to quickly go over, let's see. Yeah. I mean, I think there's some, you know, different reasons why I could argue different things. But generally, I think this is pretty accurate. Obviously, there is going to be disagreements. People are going to think otherwise based on what they've used more. And in all fairness, I haven't used a lot of these weapons as much as the others, so there's obvious bias in terms of what I've used and what I enjoy. Maybe if I gave Life Train a bit more of a go, maybe I would find that I actually enjoy it. But otherwise, let me know what you think. If there's anything else, I'll see if I can get back to you and see if I agree with what you think. Otherwise, thanks for watching.